Hello guys, this is second part of our lesson number 2, the sound of music. On the opposite, or you can say on the contrary side of Evelyn Glenn, Ustad Bismillah Khan is a legend of Indian music. His choice of instrument was Shehnai. In this particular section, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan, you guys will learn how Ustad Bismillah Khan introduced Shehnai on the global platform. Previously, it was only played during marriages and in the temple, but afterwards Bismillah Khan, when he started playing, he actually made it an instrument that could be played on the international stage, not only in India but the foreigners also love the music of the Shehnai. Now here in the beginning you will come to know that because of the shrill and unpleasant sound of one instrument called Pungi, Emperor Aurangzeb banned the instrument. Now there was a barber who made some changes in the designing of the Pungi, and then he introduced the Shehnai, and because it was the barber who made it, it was first played in Shah's chamber, the king's chamber, and because it was the barber who made this instrument, it was named Shehnai. Now contrary to Pungi, the sound of Shehnai is regarded as auspicious. Auspicious means very good, bringing fortune or bringing good luck. Earlier it was a part of Naubat. Naubat is actually a traditional ensemble of 9 musicians. It was actually, like you guys know, Akbar had his gems. In the same way, and in our tradition, in Indian tradition, Shehnai was put under the 9 music instruments which were called Naubat. Bismillah Khan belonged to the family of a Shehnai player. Now unlike Evelyn, Bismillah Khan actually belonged to a musician family. Along with it, he was not at all disabled in any of the way. His grandfather Rasul Bags Khan was a court musician. Even his grandfather was a court musician who used to play in the court of King of Bhojpur. Now you guys can see these are the instruments. The first one is Pungi, and its sound was so shrilly, so noisy that Aurangzeb completely banned this instrument, and the new one, the better one, was the Shehnai that was made by a Nai, a barber. Okay. So Ustad Bismillah Khan started his musical career very early, same as Evelyn. As she started around 8 or 9, the same way he started his musical career very soon, because he belonged to a musician family. So it was very obvious that he is going to follow the tradition, and he used to accompany. And how he became a musician? Because he used to accompany his uncle in the various programs. His association with Shehnai began from there, with playing with his uncle. His uncle was a Shehnai player in one of the temples. He was invited, and later he became a music legend. When he started, he was just a beginner, but he loved the sound of the Shehnai, and he used to practice near the bank. He used to live in the Banaras, and near the Ganga's bank he used to play it. And that's why once he also said that there is nothing that can, like, whenever he is there going out for any programs Okay, he always miss Banaras because he loved that calm and serenity of the area, which actually motivate him to play Shehnai. One of his student even said that they can bring Banaras to their university by stating that they can devote entire place, one instrument means like a space will be given to him where they will make, or it will look like same as, like you guys all know, you guys all watch film movies, there are sets. It's not necessary you are actually on Kashmir are in Kashmir to show that you are in Kashmir. You have the sets. The same way the student offered him to make a set where he can feel like home, but Bismillah said no, that you can make this environment, you can bring the trees, you can do all these things, but from where will you bring the Ganga? You can't bring Ganga here. So he actually said no for the offer to teach there in the university. You will see there. Now, okay, he was invited to different countries to perform at huge events and also greeted the nation from Red Fort on India's independence. He was the first one to play Shehnai on the radios, and he actually received several awards. In 2001, he has got India's highest civilian honor, the Bharat Ratna, as well. So this is the end of your part 2 of lesson number 2, the sound of music. In this lesson you have studied about 2 musicians, one the deaf one, Evelyn Glenn, and Bismillah Khan, who was actually a Indian legend, and they both are opposite spectrums. Okay, one is completely honored and belong to a musician family who actually have music in its blood, and on the other hand Evelyn, who is actually a deaf person who knows nothing about the music, and she came in contact with music and musical instrument after getting deaf. So both of them worked hard, but Evelyn had worked more furiously because she had to achieve the platform. That's it. I hope both the lessons are clear to you. Bye.